Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So today we have something that's gone pretty viral, and if you haven't heard about it already, you are going to be shocked when you hear this one. We have a
600-pound life-ready person
that is trying to sue Lyft. The driver refused her. I don't care if I'm driving around in a Yukon. I really don't want, under any circumstance, to have someone who's 500 pounds in my vehicle. Like, that's half the weight of the car at that point. Like, and you're gonna get in it, is the suspension ready for all that weight in one generalized spot? Anyway, let's just watch it and then we'll talk.
Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that,
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to...
You guys, I don't know if they did this on purpose. Like, why did they have to show her walking down this hallway? I guess so we could just see her and see how big she is. But clearly she's not embarrassed about it. She's walking around in a freaking halter top and some leggings. And your girl likes some leggings, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, she looks like she's hiding several people in those leggings, like, especially compared to the woman next to her who's probably a size 6 or something like that, maybe an 8. And then you got this lady here who's like a size 98. It's the jiggle for me.
I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe it.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, like.
Ma'am, that's going to be their case right there, because having all that weight centralized in one part of the car could do damage to the shocks. They're talking about some, I got in cars smaller than that. Really?
Tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed since she posted the encounter.
No, that is not true. I think people have a right to deny a ride, and I think the only reason they're even getting publicity off of this is because of her size. He's doing this simply for the publicity because he knows Lyft is a freaking probably billion-dollar company that will pay out whatever they have to keep her quiet. Because there's so many obese Americans, they might try to, boycott Lyft or something like that. So they're thinking like the majority of society is big. So we have to accommodate them at this point. So we'll give her hush money. Are the brakes gonna work with her being in it? You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, and then his tires, like he said, can they accommodate the weight, or would they pop under the pressure? Maybe he knew he needed to get some new tires and he wasn't willing to take the chance. That creates an unsafe situation. So as a driver, you have the right to deny situations that you think are gonna be unsafe.
On social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see, like, what we go through as bigger people,
We did reach out to Lyft. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride. Reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And because these Lyft drivers, their own personal rides, they turn people away, but they have some discretion, you're saying. But when it comes to some of these protected liberties, no.
That is what the attorneys are saying, and they said they had enough to file suit. They have filed that lawsuit, and Lyft has been served, but we will see what happens. We'll stay in touch with Deja.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's just pretty ridiculous to me. Like, at what point do you not take responsibility for what the situation is for yourself? You're a 500, 600 pound person. If you were to go to an airline, they wouldn't turn you down, but they would call into question where it would be safest for somebody your size to fit. Have you ever walked through an airplane? Someone her size probably can't even fit down the aisle. She would have to be in a front row and she would need all 3 seats. And would they be wrong to charge her for all 3 of those seats? I don't think so, because you know what? Me and my family can take up a row of 3 seats. So it's like one of those things where, listen, you know, these situations, these people, and the government and these lawmakers, these law offices putting in these frivolous lawsuits. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe they do have something under the discrimination law or something, but like I said, there has to be a situation where you as a driver can say, hey, this creates an unsafe situation for me and the integrity of my vehicle. And I don't want someone this big that could possibly pop a tire on one side of it just getting in the vehicle. Imagine like that sheer sudden weight being put on that car. A vehicle can accommodate hundreds of pounds, don't get me wrong, because it can accommodate a whole family, you know, but that's, like I said, weight that's spread around. You're just some big person, one big mass of a person, you know, who's going to be all extra tall in the seat because you got all that meat you're sitting on, so you're going to be like this in there anyway, head all cocked to the side, stretching out everywhere. Can he see out the back window with her back there? That's a good question. Does he have seatbelt extenders, which somebody her size would need? And at the end of the day, it's not up to him to carry something like freaking seatbelt extenders. If somebody's fat enough to need a seatbelt extender, then you don't need to be in my car, because that creates an unsafe situation. He can deny rides for that. You guys tell me what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're here, and I appreciate you. I'll see you next time.